Our customer promises is quality, number one, great pricing, profitability, number second, speed of delivery, and having the best selection.
Sure.
I am super pleased to be joined by none other than Mr. Joe Robert. Joe, how are you?
I'm doing well. Here is Printify headquarters, Riga, Latvia. We're about to go inside and check it out. Hey, so what is Printify?
Print-on-demand company.
Nice. It is honestly a dream come true to be here. I know that might sound weird, but I just think that this is really neat. I remember using Printify for the first time and learning about that they were in Latvia and not even really knowing where Latvia was, and to now, be here in front of the building is kind of cool. Welcome to the house of print. I wonder if this is a print-on-demand item. Either way, they have this rug here right at the entrance to the Printify house where we currently are. This is where I was filming this morning, showing you the outside of the building. One quick thing. This is one of the screens. I'm not sure if you can see it. It might be too bright in the lens, but I've been getting the biggest kick out of this right here. You'll see it pop up in a moment. Right here. I just think that's so cool that that's my name on there. There it is again, right here.
The original POD ninja himself, and of course the Shopify guru, Joe Robert. With over 87,000 subscribers and 4 million views, plus the largest Facebook group of POD merchants in the world, Joe is no stranger to what it takes to build a successful brand.
Again, I just can't get over that I am here inside of Printify HQ. This is where everything happens. This is where the entire Printify team basically works together, and this is just, really cool. I'm super thankful to be here. And by the time you're seeing this video, the event's already happened, but I wanted to come in here and just kind of show you some things that, kind of go into this. And honestly, this is one of the coolest things, being here at Printify HQ, Riga, Latvia. I'm going to show you guys around today. All right, Talish, what is Printify?
Printify is an opportunity for anyone to become an entrepreneur. So if you want to start your own business, this is the easiest way to do it.
Printify, as you know, one of the largest print-on-demand providers. They're actually a company that connects us as merchants to the print providers. Printify doesn't actually print anything here, and I think honestly that is what makes them much different. So Arturs, what is Printify?
I think Printify is a happy place and it helps people make money online. And for me personally, Printify is kind of a small family with strong goals and strong sense of community around.
Great, thank you. Basically, Printify is a print-on-demand platform, which again means that they connect us to various suppliers all over the world. They have sourced hundreds of amazing print-on-demand products, and again, us as sellers can choose different suppliers based on their location and ultimately have a lot of flexibility with our business. What I'd love to hear from you a little bit about is how Printify started. You are just celebrating 8 years of Printify. Take me through what you were going through 9 years ago.
We had a company selling premium laptop sleeves for Apple products.
Yeah, cool.
And we had to take the risk of buying a bunch of inventory. So to freeze our money, freezing a lot of our cash, and we didn't really know how to do marketing. And by the time you learn to do marketing, we had spent all our money on buying stock, and we couldn't sell it through fast enough, and that really drove the business to bankruptcy.
Sure.
Print on demand was very, very new back then,
Yeah.
and just starting. And then I realized that, oh wow, it's quite complicated to integrate with them. Like I need to have an engineer who would build the API solution. I need to have an order management system. I need to have print file management system. I need to automate the process of creating mockups and publishing them on my sales channels.
One of the things that I think sometimes as print-on-demand sellers that we sometimes forget is that the print-on-demand suppliers that we are using are an actual company, not just like some supplier that we get mad at when something doesn't go our way. These are real companies. Printify here is run by real people. As soon as you walk in the front door here, there is these photos and it says, meet the team. They have a workforce of over 500 people, and this is their office here in Riga, Latvia. And I just wanted to show you guys this because sometimes, you know, we get frustrated when things are not maybe going the way that we want. And I think it's important to remember that this is a place that is ran by people that are just trying to do the best that they can. I'm so lucky to be sitting here with Phil. Phil is someone who has been at Printify for a number of years, and he has been graciously willing to join me today. Thanks, Phil. What do you do here?
I am a success manager at Printify.
What do you think is like the difference between a successful seller and one that gives up?
Everybody is going to encounter failure at some point. It's not going to work first time, but these successful merchants, they do not accept failure.
Sure.
They get on with it. They
Sure.
learn from their mistakes, and eventually they're going to strike gold, basically.
Sure.
And one final thing that I would say about the key differences, they set their targets and their hopes realistically. They do not expect immediate success, because I think that's definitely the wrong way to go about it.
Well, you can see this sample proudly hanging here in the hallway, the world's best POD t-shirt. That is what they are trying to accomplish. And here are some of the Printify team members who I'm sure we'll bump into on our trip here today. Hey Phil, what is Printify?
Printify is a company that provides its merchants the opportunity to achieve financial freedom.
Awesome, thanks. And like I said, this is the little lounge area. They have these awesome espresso machines and coolers full of drinks, and around the corner over there are all the snacks. In a little bit, I'm gonna take you guys downstairs and show you the awesome game room. They have a ping pong table, PlayStation 5, and more.
Why do you think a standalone store is a better option, say on Shopify, for example, than someone who already has a niche in mind and wants to go to Etsy?
Sure. I think my preference is based on where I started. I started my first store in 2016 on Shopify. But at this point, like you said, I have a Facebook group and there's a lot of people there. I've also had the pleasure at this point to do about 1,000 Zoom calls with people building print-on-demand stores. Before I took my online business full time, I was working in retail, and I think it is just really cool that this is the workplace. There are people just kind of hanging out on couches, and I say hanging out not to imply that they're not working. These people are having conversations, they're talking about their work, they all have their laptops, and it just seems like an awesome place to work. Everybody seems, again, like I said before, super happy and excited about what it is they're working on, and I just love the space here that they have to be able to work in, and it kind of makes me feel like I wish I had something like that when I was in retail. We never had anything like this. The amount of fresh fruit and food and unlimited coffee is just awesome. You guys have been running Printify now 8 years is the celebration. After all of everything you guys have done, the way that you've grown this amazing office that we're in, what still is exciting for you?
For me, the most exciting thing is what we can do for our customers, that we can make their lives better, their business better. We can make them more profitable and make their life easier working with Printify.
Sure.
That's what makes me feel really special to read the stories, the success stories where people leave their jobs and find their independence with print on demand. That's what really makes me feel good.
Yeah, and I have been making such a big deal about being here in Riga because I think sometimes people don't realize that Printify is, not a company that is based here in the USA. They're actually based right here. And it's been awesome to be here. We're here inside of their break room here. Pretty cool little room that they have. They also have a really nice game room downstairs with a ping pong table and PlayStation and full gym as well. And it's just been awesome to be here. And I hope that this is a neat little lens into the, behind the the scenes of a print-on-demand company. We'll check out some of the snacks here. Looks like we have a pretty good selection of baked goods and chips and fruit, and I'll definitely be spending a little bit more time at this snack table today. But like I said, Printify is based here in Latvia, and they are a print-on-demand company that connects us to suppliers literally all over the world.
So with the mock-up generation, how do you feel AI would be impacting that in the future, if at all?
Well, we were like, of course, with our team super excited about this feature, to build this feature. And I think it's a breaking feature because it gives an opportunity to anyone without designing skills to put their imagination into a picture. So I see it, taking more and more space in POD in future, and especially it's still a relatively new technology.
One of the things that I've learned since I've been here is that Latvia is actually a little bit of a Silicon Valley for Eastern Europe or so. They have these awards that they've gotten here, the best startup, something from the American Chamber of Commerce in Latvia as well. And ultimately, this is pretty cool. And this is inside of the break room? Is that what you guys call this? The chill room.
It's the basement.
Awesome.
Printify house. Yeah, so come on. These graffitis were done by a famous Latvian graffiti artist, and he did it specially for Printify, so it was like
super cool.
Customized. We have our company sayings. We play to win together and stuff like that. So we have some inside jokes here. We have arcades. One of it has Pac-Man and the other one has Super Mario, which I have tried once.
That's awesome.
We have ping pong table. We have PlayStation over here. They're used to
Look at this.
2 screens. For now, it's just one. Yeah, we have a giveaway closet where there's tested samples. Currently, it's quite empty, so I'm not going to show that.
Sure.
And messy.
No worries.
Yeah. Tested samples that we're about to throw away, so if somebody wants, they can take it. We have the foosball table as well, which is getting used, of course, and then there's merch closet where we find all the Printify merch, so it's company merch, company t-shirts, hoodies. We also have this year hats, but I don't think there's any hats left because everyone was excited for that.
Sure.
So yeah, we spend some time here, especially on Friday afternoons, evenings after work. We come here to chill a bit.
Awesome.
Hopefully guys enjoy this room, so it's almost like a man cave.
Yep.
Sometimes we play board games here, so yeah.
Awesome. And if you guys don't know, some of you might know who this is, but why don't you just tell everyone who you are and what you do at Printify as well?
I'm Marta. Some of you might know me from Printify POD Rockstars group. I'm the community specialist there, the admin there, so I'm the one that's commenting and posting and keeping in touch with you.
And she's been my tour guide here at Printify House, and thank you.
Welcome.
Well, what do we have here? It looks kind of like my office at home with the amount of samples everywhere. I'm constantly receiving different samples in the mail to review for you guys on YouTube, and it seems like we have stumbled across a little sample stash here inside of the Printify offices. I just think it is so cool that Printify has such a large product catalog, tons of different drinkware options. We have different framed canvases here, entire lines of phone cases, and there's a fanny pack back there, some AirPod cases here, some ornaments, a little clutch wallet. Up top here we have a whole bunch of apparel and pillows and calendars and drinkware and dog bowls and dog leashes and a whole bunch more. All right, Money with Mac, what is Printify?
Printify is a literal amazing tool that you can do print on demand with. It's completely changed my life, and I feel like so many people need to dive into it, and it's just amazing.
Awesome.
Creative, sell products.
Awesome.
Online.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I have sort of seen and sort of felt as I am talking to people here is just the level of genuine excitement about their work. People here think that it is so cool that they get to work for a company like Printify and help us as entrepreneurs to create our own businesses by selling some of these awesome products here. It's truly a genuine sense of excitement. Like I said, everybody here has been super nice, and there's just just a really nice feeling here.
I've had many jobs in my life, but when I went for that first interview with one of the co-founders, yeah, just the minute I walked in, I had a really good feeling about this company.
Sure.
This is going to be something really big.
And today the plan is to sort of hang out here for a little bit. This is Printify House, as they call it. Basically the offices, the headquarters, if you will, of Printify. We're gonna hang here for a little bit today, talk to some awesome people. We'll be heading back over to the studio for tonight's Amplified event, which I am super excited about. And hopefully I'll be able to get some good footage for you there as well. Hey Florence, what is Printify?
Rock stars.
Awesome. Here is where the magic happens. We have some people hard at work today, and like I was saying, Printify, they don't actually print here, but what they do is they connect us as merchants to suppliers all around the world.
It's one of the coolest part of a product manager, because first of all, you get those interview times where you can meet and talk, and not just to listen to the feedback, but to hear everybody's stories. And those stories, how you work, where you come from, where you are, also help us to make better decisions, what we should do. From product side, how to make things better, because without that you get a very narrow box of answers, but when you have this bigger picture of what are you trying to do, then you can figure out much better the root causes of what we should do.
And ultimately, I think that is a benefit to us, because we are able to have such a huge range of print-on-demand products available. Because Printify doesn't have to figure out how to actually print them, they can just find a supplier who already does.
So imagine like in 8 to 10 years, it's going to be 10 times bigger.
Right.
And so we are really the early starters of this industry.
Sure.
And for Printify, our customer promises is quality, number one, great pricing, profitability, number second, speed of delivery, and having the best selection.
Sure.
And I think there is so much we can do.
Like I said, they call the office here the Printify House. We are glad you are here. Well, I am glad that I am here as well. I'll give you guys a little look here. This has been just a really cool experience, like I said, to be here in Riga, Latvia. I'll be here until tomorrow. Hopefully gonna have a great time tonight at the Amplified event, and I'm just gonna kind of hang out here today and show you guys some of the things they have here. I thought this was funny, this little drawing here. If you recognize this meme, let me know down in the comments of this video. All right, Martin, what is Printify?
Well, Printify is a collection of people that work hard every single day to make sure you can make more money and spend less of your time doing so.
And right here are some Printify samples. Look like they were doing something here, trying to plan out some new products, but a little behind the scenes here. Looks like we got a blanket, some shoes, flip-flops, some cups and tumblers. I actually have some reviews of those on the channel here. Hey, can you tell me in your own words, what is Printify?
It's a way to change your life.
Awesome, thank you. And I just saw this sitting on the desk here. I'm not sure if this is a print-on-demand product or not. If it is, it's something that I personally have not seen. It seems like a little metal sign type of thing that would hang on the wall. Probably lots of cool design concepts that you could try with that. I'm gonna have to ask someone if this is a print-on-demand product or not.
You have the largest community of POD sellers anywhere in the world in your Facebook group.
That's what they say. I haven't validated it, but my Facebook group has 73,000 people in it.
Anyone thinks they have a bigger number, come at us. But we're saying that Joe has the largest community, or you created the largest community. It's a community, right? It doesn't belong to you. Like it's everything.
Correct. And again, I just think it is so cool being here. I remember years ago discovering the Printify app and using it to create one of my first print-on-demand stores, and just being here is just super neat.
That's the reason we, in the Amplify, are launching the AI quality control. I think that will be very meaningful improvement to make sure that every single product that leaves factory has no defects and the merchant don't need to worry about it. So I think that the quality is going to go up, the prices are going to continue to go down, and the speed is going to reduce.
Hey, what is Printify?
I would say Printify is the best way to change your life, both working here and also using Printify. It changes a lot of people's lives for the better, and also working here, we all have the mindset to improve always, so that we can be better for our customers.
Awesome, thank you. I'm actually here with Jay from Jay's Way. Put a link down in the description to his channel. Pretty awesome that we're getting this tour today.
Can you tell us a little bit when maybe you get into a slump or you just kind of really want to give up sometimes. How do you push through that? How do you get past that?
Talish said it earlier. If you are going to the gym, there's a chance you might not see results right away, and I think if you're going to the gym and you're not seeing results, you have to remember, why did you go to the gym in the first place? You went to the gym to get in shape, to look better, to feel better. And I think the same thing is true with print on demand. If you're starting and you're struggling and you're losing that motivation, I think you have to think to yourself, well, why am I doing this, right? You and I were literally just having this conversation, and I told you, sometimes I tell people, you have to remember why you're doing this, so that way at 2 a.m. you're going to put the time in, because sometimes you will be working on this at that time. And so basically what I am trying to do with this video is show you Printify as you have never seen them before, as I'm here working on getting ready for the Amplified event. This here is the building that we have been in all day, sort of rehearsing. We're about to all hop on this bus here and head to dinner. And if I can, I will try to film some stuff there as well. And this here is actually a different building than Printify House. That is the Printify headquarters. What we have here is an office building where Printify has their studio. I almost got lost for a second. I'm following these signs back to this elevator here. And again, I don't normally make videos like this, where I am like vlogging and holding a camera in this way, but I am just so excited to be here in Latvia at Printify Studios and hanging out at Printify headquarters, and I wanted to bring you along. Ultimately, I'm not sure if this is a cool video or not. I hope it is. My elevator is opening and we're gonna go back down. Hi there. One of the awesome things about today has been all of the amazing food. We have everything from hors d'oeuvres like this. We have this awesome coffee machine here that I would not like to admit how many times I have actually used today. We have all this awesome food. We also have some stuff over here as well, and definitely no one going hungry here today.
I'm super excited about launching 2-day delivery. It has been a problem for our industry, and now we will be able to provide Amazon type of service. We will continue improving that service, bring the cost down and the speed down to get to next day delivery, I hope, eventually. This is like huge industry, and we're the early starters.
Right, awesome. So we are back this morning, the day of the Amplified event here at Printify House. It's much cooler here today in Riga, Latvia, than it was yesterday. A little bit windy as well, so I'm sorry about the audio. Not sure if it's going to be choppy or not. Like I've been saying, I am here at Printify House in Riga, Latvia, where Printify is actually located physically. Printify, obviously, though, has the options for us all over the world in terms of different print-on-demand suppliers that we can actually work with, which again I think is to their advantage. That way they can offer us lots of different products. They can also help us to be really flexible when it comes to the print-on-demand suppliers that we want to use, especially if we are selling to various places around the world. And now the wind is definitely picking up, so I'm gonna head inside and just continue to show you guys inside of Printify. Today has been just such a cool day. I've been here at Printify House just sort of hanging out. I didn't film everything that I was doing just because I really want to make sure that anything that I'm including is entertaining to watch. Two things. One is we are about to head over to the Printify studio to get ready for the Amplified event. The second thing is everybody that I've talked to has been awesome, and my point of trying to make this video has been to kind of try to show behind the scenes. These are real people working here that are really trying hard to create something awesome, and they're doing a great job at it, and I wanted to just kind of showcase some of them here. And we're gonna head over to the studio. They have a bus for us, and we will get ready for Amplified. And again, we are actually here in Riga, Latvia, where Printify is headquartered. And again, they connect us to suppliers all over the world, United States, Europe, even other places like Australia as well. So here we are in the green room. This is where we're all hanging out in between the Amplified sessions. Like I said, basically just trying to provide a little behind the scenes content here at Printify. And overall, we're having a really great time here.
So you finally get your first organic sale, first few sales. How do you really capitalize off of those?
We were just talking about this, that it's really important to like figure out what made you successful and then try to do that again. And then to do it again, and then to do it again, and then to do it again, but in a different way, and kind of see, is there sub-niching, right? Maybe there's different sub-niches that you could apply a very similar design concept to or something like that, and kind of, I don't want to say reinvent the wheel, but kind of do it again a little bit differently. And not only does Printify offer print-on-demand services, they also have a studio, and they're sort of getting into the content game creation. We have a little bit of a behind-the-scenes look here. How's everybody doing? Doing good? Sorry to crash your party. Thanks, though. This is where they create some awesome content for us as, you know, print-on-demand store owners. A little behind-the-scenes action here for you guys. If we go here into room 312, this is another little room here for Printify, and this is a little behind-the-scenes look at the upcoming amplified training or event, whatever you want to call it. It's not a training, it's an event.
The original POD ninja himself, and of course the Shopify guru, Joe Robert. With over 87,000 subscribers and 4 million views, plus the largest Facebook group of POD merchants in the world, Joe is no stranger to what it takes to build a successful brand.
All right, so what is Printify?
Well, Printify to me is an awesome place to work, as you can tell. And more than that, it's an opportunity for people like you, me, and anyone who's spirited and energetic about starting their own business to make money on their own.
Awesome. We have a lot of people that have put a lot of work into this, and ultimately, hello. How are you?
Good.
Little spontaneous little shot here. You having fun?
Oh, always.
Yeah? You stressed or you feeling good?
Both.
Awesome. Really good, really good. Like I was saying, this is a little bit behind the scenes here of the upcoming Amplified event. Like I said, though, by the time you're seeing this video, this would have already happened.
You've coached students to a cumulative sales number of over $5 million.
Yep.
You were the brand builder. You're a brand guy, Joe.
Yes.
Why?
Well, I think, first and foremost, I think it's important to define when you say you're a brand guy, like what does that mean, right? I think ultimately when it comes to me being a brand guy, that means that I don't really like the idea of using a marketplace, right? Meaning if I'm looking at a place like Shopify or WordPress, that's like brand. If I'm looking at a place like a marketplace, that's like Etsy, Redbubble. I prefer the brand, the standalone type of a thing. Ultimately, that's because I think it's more than a platform debate. I think it has a lot to do with strategy. I think if you're going to be someone that's going into a marketplace arena, you're going to be spending your time creating tons of designs. You're going to likely sell them across lots of different niches. I think you're going to likely be creating different things for holidays. Ultimately, you're going to be trying to do as much as possible just to make as many sales at the same time. You're going to constantly reinvent yourself. What I would much rather do is build a brand. Amplified is over. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning right now, and we're here at Printify House, which is the Printify office for the after party. Super excited. Everybody say hello. Just vlogging for a sec. We'll see how it comes out. We're gonna be doing hopefully some fun stuff. There's ping pong, there is karaoke, and more. And I will do my best to show you some. And like I said, I'm just kind of doing this as a behind the scenes video. Hopefully it's entertaining to watch.